Have you ever stopped to wonder why GTA 6 is taking so long? I mean, it's been 13 years since GTA 5 dropped, and fans have been waiting ever since. What's behind all those delays? Believe it or not, a lot of it comes down to one person, Strauss Zelnick, the man steering Take-Two Interactive and indirectly Rockstar Games. In this video, we're diving into the story behind GTA 6's long wait. We'll look at why the game took so long, the role Zelnick played, and what all of this means for players, the industry, and the future of blockbuster games. Strauss Zelnick is basically an American businessman and lawyer. He is the founder, CEO, and managing partner of private equity firm ZMC, as well as the chairman and CEO of video game company Take-Two Interactive, which basically owns Rockstar Games. The entire story starts with a major leadership change. In 2010, after Ben Feder stepped down, Strauss Zelnick took over as CEO of Take-Two Interactive while also staying on as chairman. Zelnick is not a game designer or a creative lead. His role is not to shape storylines or direct characters. His mandate is to steward capital, manage long-term franchise value, and ensure returns for shareholders. Under his leadership, Take-Two oversees not only the development of massive games, but also their timing budgets and financial strategy. And since Take-Two owns Rockstar Games, its leadership had a big influence on how Rockstar operated in the years that followed. In his public remarks for the past few years, Zelnick has made it very clear why a title like Grand Theft Auto 6 would take more than a typical cycle. He emphasized that the development of such a large-scale game requires time, and that once a firm release date is announced, they usually deliver on it. But even after saying that, why did GTA 6 take so long? Many factors contributed to the extended wait. Firstly, people expect a lot from GTA 6, and by a lot, I mean a lot. I mean, they took 13 whole years. It's no wonder people would be so eager and full of expectations from a game that is taking so long to develop, which is exactly why the game is highly expected to deliver scale, depth, realism, and complexity at a level far beyond previous titles. However, that ambition demands time. The size of open-world design, narrative branching, artificial intelligence world simulation, and technical polish grow exponentially when expectations and technology are simultaneously on the rise. Secondly, you've got the platform changes. When GTA 5 first launched, it came out on older consoles, but since then, the hardware has changed a lot. New consoles, new engines, new tools, and all of this means that Rockstar had to update or rebuild big parts of their workflow. That kind of transition slows things down, even if we don't see it from the outside. Thirdly, there were the big global disruptions. The games industry didn't escape the pandemic. Work slowed down, teams shifted to remote setups, and a lot of people moved jobs. All of that adds extra time to any project. And lastly, there's the simple business angle. GTA 5 kept making money. GTA Online stayed huge. As long as the game was still performing well, there was no real pressure to rush out the next entry. Taking their time meant they could plan properly instead of racing toward a deadline. Originally, GTA 6 was expected to launch in fall 2025. Then, afterwards, in May 2025, the company announced a shift to May 26, 2026, describing the change as a minor delay intended to allow additional polish. Zelnick said he believed in the new date and asserted that when Take-Two sets a date, they historically meet it. He characterized the delay as less than 6 months and reiterated that the goal was to allow the development team at Rockstar Games the space to finish the title without compromising quality. But then, like the world wasn't already angry enough with the previous delay, they delayed the game again. In the most recent update, the company announced further postponement to November 19th, 2026, marking the full 13-year release since GTA 5 in 2013. And according to the latest earnings call, Zelnick defended the decision by labeling GTA 6 as a standard bearer for the company and reiterating the importance of delivering what he described as perhaps still the most technologically advanced game on the market, despite its age. Following that, when GTA 6 finally launches, assuming the date doesn't move, it won't feel like the end of a long wait. Rather, it'll kind of feel like the start of a whole new chapter. A game this big helps set the standard for what a modern blockbuster should look like, how large it is, how polished it feels, how its online features work, and how long it's supported after release. It also changes how companies think about releasing their biggest franchises. For Take-Two, a successful GTA 6 would prove that taking their time actually works. It might push them to keep spacing out major major releases and treat each one as a big event, not something that comes out every few years. For players, that could mean fewer games overall, but the ones we do get will likely be bigger, cleaner, and more ambitious. And for the industry, it could become a model for balancing risk with creativity by releasing less often, but aiming higher each time. The public and fan reactions like a punch to the gut, especially in an era when many games release sequels every few years. Seeing a massive delay from 2013 to 2026 stings. Some players argue that expecting perfection is just a convenient excuse to milk hype, stretch development, or maximize profits. Others feel demoralized after repeated delays. There have been many conversations online about whether the public statements are genuine or just corporate spin, yet it's also true that some industry observers, including developers and former employees, believe the delays may help avoid crunch, overwork, and bugs. In the case of GTA 6, some have speculated internally that meeting a 2025 deadline might have forced unsustainable crunch cycles, which could hurt both creative quality and team well-being. Viewed in that light, the delay can also be seen as a sign of responsibility for the game, the players, and the people building it. The 13-year wait between main GTA games isn't just a random thing. It shows how big blockbuster games are changing over time. With leaders like Zelnick in charge and under a publisher-driven approach, these games are treated a lot like big Hollywood movies with huge budgets, long development, and high stakes. If GTA 6 lives up to the hype, it could set a new standard. Fewer games, but bigger ambition, better polish, and longer support. And as I said earlier, other publishers might follow that model too, focusing on quality and long-term value instead of rushing out frequent releases. For players, it could mean longer waits between games, but when they do arrive, they'll be bigger, deeper, and more immersive experiences. For the industry, it might mean fewer releases overall, but it kind of does the job with more polished titles, less stress on development teams, and a bigger focus on long-term support and live service content. But the main question is, will this 13-year wait be worth it? The answer is, well, you guessed it, yeah, it probably will be worth it. I mean, just look at the trailers they dropped. Just from them, you can see how much work went into the realistic quality of the game and the entire storyline, along with the main protagonists. That being said, if GTA 6 actually drops in November 2026 and lives up to its promises of scale, polish, and ambition, the long wait might feel worth it. Waiting a bit longer could mean a smoother, more refined, and overall more satisfying game than if it had been rushed out earlier. Taking extra time to develop the game can help avoid last-minute crunch, buggy day one launches, or performance problems, issues that have plagued a lot of big AAA games recently. It also gives the team a chance to plan for the long term, with solid post-launch support, better optimizations, and a strong foundation for new content without cutting corners. At the end of the day, the 13-year wait for GTA 6 is not just about impatience or hype, it's about scale, ambition, business, and responsibility. Under the leadership of Strauss Zelnick and the corporate structure of Take-Two, GTA 6 becomes not just a game, but a major corporate investment, a benchmark for what large-scale games can be, and a reflection of how the games industry has evolved. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you all on the next video.